dog.
Maybe it was a Mangalore.
It's Castle Grayskull.
Welcome everybody to another episode of That New Toy Smell. I'm Pixel Dan.
Whoa. Wait. Wait till everybody's sitting down before you start. You don't get my mic on?
Are you ready to roll?
Testy.
It works.
Ready?
Welcome
Everybody to another episode of That New Toy Smell. I'm Pixel Dan.
And I'm Pixel Killen.
No, you're the ball.
Oh, so
Where's your cool hat you always wear? Sorry.
hey, guy.
Oh, jeez. Duvall's here, apparently.
I wouldn't wear that hat.
Alright, anyway, what we got, man? How are you? Take the hat off, tough hat.
Oh, sorry.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What is this we got going on here?
We are taking a look for the very first time at Legos here on That New Toy Smell.
But first.
Woo!
Very first time.
No, but first. We gotta go in order. Get your list.
Look, we talked about this. This is a
Okay.
give and take relationship.
Alright.
You're going to let me talk, and you're going to talk. You talk, I talk, we take turns.
Alright.
So the first time we're looking at Legos, and this is probably going to be one of 6,000 different episodes we're going to do, because apparently Lego has dominated the toy markets for, 30 years now?
Domination! Woo!
Worldwide domination Lego.
Why does he get to talk? We didn't talk about him talking.
So, well, they do that.
Alright.
You got to keep the staff in line. You got to pay them better if you want them to shut up. So, we're going to look at the brand new Star Wars line that just hit the market. It is starting January. Before we do that, we're going to go and actually go over some news for this week.
Cool.
So,
Go ahead. Start us off.
all right.
You
Well,
go,
the
I'll
first
go.
bit of news is Tomy gets the rights from Jazzwares to start doing the Sonic the Hedgehog figures. They're going to come out in probably the spring of 2010, and we got a bunch of figures coming out. We got some 7-inch plush, we got some 6-inch figures with 25 points of articulation, and I think they're going to have some comic book 3 3/4 figure comic packs, which I know Dirt loves. So
Are these dolls?
plush is pretty close to a doll.
Okay, cool.
Anything over 6 inches is just girly.
That's what she said.
What is going on? This is like the podcast. This is ridiculous.
They do that. Like I said, you want them to shut up, you got to pay them.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the Hedgehog figures?
Everybody loves Sonic.
They do. And
So-
when you go to Toys R Us, there's always like a Hedgehog figure on the shelf because all of them sold already.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Sonic stuff in a long time.
That's because it sells.
Well,
Hint, hint. Get to
so
order.
yeah, hopefully I might actually order some of those, because everything Sonic we've had here is kind of flown off the shelf. So I think
All right.
we'll get some of those.
Well, also McFarlane revealed some new lines. They got MLB 26, which, no shocking, they're all the same pose. I'm almost positive, if I remember correctly, I only glanced at it for a second because I'm done with MLB, but I'm almost positive that they're all 2s and 3s. They've already released the figures' names.
So you're done.
Roy Halladay is coming out as a Philadelphia Philly. I believe he's a Philadelphia Philly, and
So you're not going to buy them?
No, I'm done. I'm done with MLB.
When have you stopped?
A long time ago. Also, McFarlane
Okay.
revealed they have the rights to the Prince of Persia figures.
Yep, the new Disney's Santa Time movie figures that are coming out. And I really wish Duvall wasn't back there dancing like a swami.
Like I dream of Genie.
Yeah.
And here comes Dirt.
Thanks.
I'm sure Dirt won't have anything to do with it. Leave us alone. We're trying to do this show. What you got going on here now? Weta.
Yeah, Weta. Okay, Weta gets the license to produce collectible figures from District 9. Now, we're not really sure what that means by collectible figures, but you can probably assume it's going to be statues or busts or something like that.
What about dolls?
Oh my
Probably
God.
some dolls. Anything that's expensive, I'm sure. I doubt they do anything cheap. I doubt you're going to see any figures. Probably just all bust statues and high-end collectibles, because that's usually what collectibles mean is high-end.
What else we got?
So that's pretty much it for the news. There is a couple other things that myself, Duvall, and Pixel Dan will be attending Toy Fair in New York coming up February. I think we're going to leave the 12th and be there through the 15th.
It's fun to talk about how sad I am that I can't go, but I would seriously, I'd get grounded from that lady I
Well,
live with.
it does occur over the Valentine's Day weekend,
does.
which is really hard. So I think I'm going to have to try to do something a week before to kind of cover myself. I know.
Switch the calendar date. Huh?
Oh, yeah,
Huh?
maybe.
Be like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. She'll be all confused. Like, set her like a phone alarm or whatever for like 6 a.m. and just be like, happy V-Day. And just, man, she'll be all confused. It'll be early. You can get her.
I think, for the most part, girls are just happy to get something and be recognized. So I think you could do it every day, Valentine's Day, and they'll be like, oh, today's Valentine's Day. Oh, you got flowers? Cool.
You should send her flowers from New York.
Yeah, but you know what? You go to like 1-800-Flowers and you order stuff anymore. They don't actually hardly send anybody out. You get like a FedEx box.
What?
Yeah, they ship flowers with like FedEx. So you get a box and you open it and like, thanks.
It's like,
It's not the same as getting
here's
somebody.
your flowers, chick.
Yeah. I think that's more like realistic of a gift to get somebody than getting a box of flowers. I don't know.
Dude, I'm always happy when a FedEx box shows up on my doorstep.
Good. You should go eat your airhead over there. What else do we have?
So yeah, we'll be at the Toy Fair doing a lot of coverage. We're hopefully going to do.
You're going to be there. Go find these guys. I know it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
my turn to
Well,
talk,
I
apologize.
I doubt we see too many people. This is a press-only event, so
Is it really?
yeah.
Oh man, I want to go. See, I want to feel important.
But-
Can you give me a badge or something?
Maybe if any of your fans out there are in New York or the surrounding areas and you want to meet up, we could possibly do something like that. Send us an email at tnts at gmail.com.
Maybe a random fan will go, Pixel Dan, here, you like He-Man? And give him a bunch of He-Man figures that he's had in his bag for 6 months.
Yeah, if you want to give us stuff, we're okay with that.
I need some stuff.
I need some Legos.
No, you got a big box full of stuff. I need some stuff. Fuck about your stuff.
You're needy. Okay, so I guess right now I'll go ahead and get into this week's review. Now, I don't have the entire line of the Legos that came out, but
So these just started in
they started
2010?
it earlier, yeah, in the beginning of the month, and they're going through it. And by now, they're starting to hit all the stores with the entire line. So I just picked up a couple here. We're going to go through them and show you the build and all the cool things about them. So enjoy our video. No! Now here on That New Toy Smell, we pretty much covered everything from Ninja Turtles to Masters of the Universe. We've even gone so far as to take a look at some of those forgotten lines, such as the Manglors and the Rock Lords. Now, as great as all those toys are, we've totally missed on one of the biggest and longest running lines ever, Lego. Now, I could spend literally days going over the tons of various Lego types, all the way from the early vintage ones to the newer licensed lines. We could even go over Duplo, we could cover Technics, we could do the Bionicles, and even those crazy Mindstorm series. But to save time, and to give you a decent review of things you can actually find, I'm going to focus on one of the more popular lines, Star Wars. Now, Lego has been doing the Star Wars license since 1999, which is actually its first licensed line. Others would later include such as Spider-Man, we got Batman, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, and that's just naming a few. Now, since they've been steadily producing Star Wars Legos for over 11 years, I thought we'd focus on one of the new 2010 Star Wars Legos. Now, Lego has been producing these plastic blocks since 1949, and they pretty much stay the same, with more and more details being added each year. Legos have really started to take shape and get more detailed, I believe, because of the new Star Wars Legos line. If you look back at the Legos produced in 1999 through 2004, you'll notice how they look extremely vintage to the newer sets produced at the time. And the recently released Legos of 2010 are amazing by comparison. Now let's do a quick rundown of the sets and give some highlights about each. Now, one of the first Legos I'm going to look at is the Snow Trooper Battle Pack, item number 8084. Now, this is only a small troop builder set. Retails for about $10.99. It has about 74 pieces. The great thing about these new trooper packs they've been producing in the last couple of years is if you're actually trying to build scenes or build up an army, this is the most cost-effective way to gain more troopers or rebels for your sets. Now, this particular set includes a battle station, you got the speeder bikes, you got 2 snow troopers, an AT-AT driver, and an Imperial officer. The battle station is armed with a rotating flicking missile gun. The speeder bikes are over 5 inches long, and the battle station itself only measures 3 inches. Now, this will fit directly in with the Rebel pack that they have. The Rebel Trooper Pack is 8083 and is very similar to the Imperial one. It's 79 pieces. But this set includes the Rebel Combat Speeder Vehicle, the Rebel Pilot Zeph Seneca, and 3 Rebel Troopers. You can launch the 2 flicking firing missiles mounted on the Ice Cutting Combat Speeder. The Rebel troops are equipped with cold weather gear, including the new Hoth helmet, which has never been released. Now again, these sets are only about $11. You can find them on Lego.com and probably most of your better retailers. These are the perfect way, the cheapest way, and the best way to build an army or to add more minifigs to your collection. Next we have the TIE Defender. This is Lego 8087. Now this is a larger 304 piece set. It's going to run you about $50 retail. Now, this includes the TIE Fighter Defender, Stormtrooper, and the new TIE Pilot Fighter, which hasn't been released yet. The TIE Fighter pilot is equipped with a new helmet, which we've never seen. You can blast 6 firing missiles, 2 on each of the wings. You can turn the TIE Defender to rotate the opening cockpit. And the item itself measures over 8 inches tall and 9 inches wide. This is a really great ship to add to your growing fleet. Now, the last one in the classic Star Wars line is Luke's Land Speeder. This is item 8092. There's about 163 pieces in this set. Now this is probably my favorite of the new ones released. This is a reissue of one they released early in the line. It's a special edition, so it means you're not going to find it in every store. If I was you, I'd go to Lego.com and pre-order it now and get it shipped out, because you're probably not going to find this one in too many places. Now this set includes Luke Skywalker, you got Obi-Wan Kenobi, R2-D2, C-3PO, and the Sand Trooper. The new Land Speeder vehicle conceals a secret lightsaber compartment. The Sand Trooper is on guard with a Sentry droid, which you can see here. The ship itself measures over 6 inches long and 2 inches wide and 2 inches tall. Again, this is a reissue of a set they released early in the line, and it's way more detailed, if you can tell by the comparison picture here. Definitely a favorite, and I would definitely buy 1 or 2 of these. Now let's jump over to the Clone Wars side. Now all these new sets are in the Clone Wars series. The first one we got is the Droid Tri-Fighter set. Okay, this is Lego 8086. Now this is a medium-sized range one. It's 268 pieces. The retail on it's about $25. Includes the Droid Tri-Fighter. You got 2 rocket droids and a battle droid commander. Next we have the ARC 170 Starfighter. This is item number 8088. Now this is a larger set, the largest one so far they have in the new LEGO Star Wars line. It's 396 pieces, and it should retail for about $59.99. The set includes 2 clone pilots, Kit Fisto and the Astromech droid. And finally, on to the very last set. This is the Republic Swamp Speeder, item 8091. Now this set is very similar to the Luke's speeder, but it retails slightly higher. It's $29.99. This one includes the Republic Swamp Speeder, the Jedi Commander Barriss Offee, the Clone Trooper, and the Super Battle Droid, and 2 battle droids. The next one we got is the Freako Speeder, item 8085. This is a medium-sized set. It's only $25, and as you can see, it takes me forever to build it. I am the slowest Lego builder ever. This set includes the Freako Speeder. It's got the Towels Chieftain and Anakin Skywalker. The speeder features cockpit that really opens and a rear cargo hold. The Chieftain is armed with a fearsome spear, which is pretty much the same spear you see in a majority of the medieval sets. The speeder itself measures over 8 inches. Now this is a very cool mid-level set. It's only, like I said, it's only $25. It comes with 2 figures. Definitely worth buying. It looks good. It's not weird shaped like some of the ones they release. Definitely buy this one. Well, that about wraps it up for our look at the new Star Wars LEGO line thus far. Usually every quarter we see new sets from LEGO. I can't wait to see what else they come out with this year. Again, these sets are getting more and more detailed each year. I can only imagine what they'll find in the upcoming years. Now that I got these sets built comes the hardest task of all, finding a place to put them. The only downside of collecting is finding a place. I'll work on that, and until next time, I'm Killen, and I love Legos. Well, I hope you enjoyed that look at the 4 sets that I grabbed. Now,
it seemed kind of fast. Was it just me?
it actually takes forever to build these sets. I feel like I'm retarded every time I get a set. Oh, a retard.
Yeah,
that's what they like. I always feel like something's wrong with me when I get these sets. They're only like 100 pieces, but it seems like they take an hour to build. So I can only imagine when you get the big, like, let's say you got the Death Star and there's like 2,000 pieces or whatever. I can only imagine how long that would take you to build, realistically.
Can I touch them now?
You can touch these.
All right.
Now these are my personal Legos that are going to go into my collection. I have the habit of buying these in multiples, so I might buy 5 of this, 5 of that. Legos are ridiculously expensive, and I have a problem, as many of you toy people have, buying things. But you know what? You can always feel safe with Lego. Every time you buy a Lego, there's never been a time that I can see that a Lego has like dropped in value. They only go up.
Yeah.
And they do not go in your pocket.
What?
No. That's called stealing.
I was just going to carry them.
Scotty Cash.
So is this from the TV show? Obviously the cartoon from Cartoon Network. Because that's what these look like.
What are you talking about? This is the original Star Wars, okay, from the original line. This is the reissue, Luke's Landspeeder. They redid it. They did it several years ago, and it was really basic, and it looked really bad. Some of the early Legos, only a couple years ago, look really cheap in comparison to these new Legos that are out. They are extremely highly detailed. They have tons of new features and pieces. Every figures, the faces even, are now a lot better painted. The bodies are painted differently. They're actually starting to get more realistic, and they look expensive. Now, like I said, this is the reissued Landspeeder.
Well, I'm just saying, like, this is from the Cartoon Network TV show.
Okay, no, you're talking about clone. There are
Clone Wars.
Okay, this
is what I'm just saying. That's what that looks like.
Yeah, well,
this is their logo, and that's what those guys are from.
Well, because they're letting you know that they're doing Star Wars, and they're also doing Clone Wars.
So are
all in the same line? No.
So are all these?
This
redos?
is a Clone Wars.
Redos.
This is the Anakin Skywalker and the Tyson figure. Okay, so this is the Clone Wars series. They got a couple different ones out there. I don't necessarily like the Clone Wars series, so some of the sets
like
out
Star
there.
Wars, though, do you? You just like Legos.
Well, I like Lego Star Wars. I collect the Legos, I collect the Pirates, I collect the Castle, but I really, really do like the Lego Star Wars sets. I do not like the big gaudy ships. I like to own a couple just for display purposes, but for the most part, like, I wasn't really sure I wanted even to buy this one, but because of the price was right, this is like a $25 set, so I feel comfortable enough buying that one. Just because it has a new figure, like I haven't seen these two figures, so there's
they called him Long Shot in high school.
Long Shot.
Just saying.
Okay, and then we got the Landspeeder. Like I said, they came out with this several years ago, and now they reissued it. It's a lot more detailed than the original one that came out a couple years ago.
Do you have the original one?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
Was it worth anything?
Well, like I said, all the Legos when they come out, they're kind of like Beanie Babies. They retire and then they go up ridiculously in value. So I don't have the original one, but in comparison, if I had it, I'll probably put a picture up something. It'll look extremely different. There's a lot more detail in this one, and you can just see it by looking at it. I mean, I don't have to really get too in depth with it. I've done so in the video. The great thing about this set is they reissued it. They included the Luke Skywalker and the Obi-Wan Kenobi, but they also gave us a Sand Trooper, a C-3PO, R2-D2, and also a Sentry Droid, which is this thing right here. Now they put this little clear base on it so you can see that it's flying, which I had never seen in a Lego figure, so that's kind of cool.
Hey, I super love their lightsabers. I wish they were different, like, their own personal lightsabers, because they're not. They're just exactly the same.
Well, these two are. Some of the other lines, like
Darth Vader has his own. And
like
stuff
one
that.
of the Mace Windu sets that came out last year. They actually, if you push his head in, it lights up. It's purple.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, the colors are right. I'm talking about the actual, like, the design on it. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got like a different one, like Count Dooku. Count Dooku? Yeah, Count Dooku's curves.
Well,
you feel me, dog?
Yeah, they do have some that are slightly different.
Where they at? Where you got them?
Well, they're not here. We're doing the new Legos.
Okay. You ain't got to blow up on me about it.
Now I'm gone. I'm lost. This is why you don't work for this man. Okay, so in the other set we got, anyways, I'm sorry, we'll go back. So you got the C-3PO, which is awesome because his head is actually like not the normal size Lego, so it's really kind of a weird fit on the body, but it's cool because you you actually don't see this figure too often in the sets. You get the R2-D2, which is kind of cool. I'll put him up there. And then you get the random Sand Trooper, which you've pocketed or lost already.
No.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah. I pocketed it.
So he's got like a little cool rocket pack on him. Put him up there. So this is actually, I haven't seen this trooper. I mean, I've seen this helmet in this body style, but actually all this new accessories like the little side.
Don't throw the Legos at your friends.
No, that's just to show you that you don't want to shoot something in somebody's eye.
Oh, these shoot?
Not this set. I don't know why that's actually on that set. This is from the trooper pack that came out.
Do not throw black tennis balls at your friend's head.
I don't have the Rebel one, but this is the Imperial Troopers. Let's get these out of the way here. Comes with a little speeder bike.
I like that speeder bike.
Yeah, this was actually really cool because they had a new piece on here, was this chassis, which they haven't made before. Cool little pack for carrying your collectibles. That one I haven't opened.
Oh.
So it's a Snow Trooper, and these are the first battle packs of Snow Troopers. They've had them in a couple sets, but this is the actual first time you can get a couple in a battle pack. These things are cool because they're only like $11. You go to Lego.com, you can buy them. I would go, yeah, they're in stores. Not the battle packs. There's a Rebel one and there's these ones, and they're both the when they're doing the battles on Hoth, ice battles. They are about, depending where you go, 11. If you go to Lego.com, I think they're like $10.99. Yeah, some stores might sell them up to 12. I'd buy them now because these battle packs, people buy them in massive amounts and they start raising the price up and stuff like on eBay.
People love troop builder sets, and that's easily what it is, right?
Yeah, and this is the third issue of a troop builder set for Star Wars. They've done, every time they release it, they release the Imperials, the Rebels, Imperial Rebels.
Because you're getting 4 figures right off the bat for $11. You can't buy 4 figures for $11.
You know what's weird about this? If you buy these and you part them out on eBay, you could sell every individual figure from anywhere from $4 to $8.
But we don't like that, so just keep it. You buy it, you keep it.
Which I never understood about Legos. I mean, they just raise in value, which is great, I guess. But it sucks if you want to collect something that's past because it's almost impossible to afford. So these are all normal issue, except for the Luke's Landspeeder. It's a special edition Lego, which means you need to go to Lego.com and buy it right now. And if you're lucky enough, there are some select stores that carry this set.
Special edition.
But because this set's only $25, and because of the people that are giving you in this set, I would estimate this set is going to go up in price ridiculously on eBay and stuff like that. So if you want that set, go, and if you can find it, buy it right now.
Or you can buy it from you for $300 cash on marked bills right now.
I don't sell my Legos.
$300?
I don't sell them. Nope, not gonna do it.
That's ridiculous. If you pay $25 for this and someone walked in now and said, "I want that. I'll give you $500," you wouldn't sell that. $500.
Well, only because I can go buy it right now in the store.
Okay, all right.
But a couple months from now, when seasons change and they get the new ones out, there's no way. Okay, let's see. Now I only got three of the sets out here, but there's a couple more that were released in January. There is a TIE Defender, which is $80-87. That's about $50 set. I decided it's yay big. There's a droid Tri-Fighter for $25, $80-86. I did not like this because I'm sick of these little droids. They have too many of these sets. They make no sense. I don't know. I don't like them. There's an ARC 170 Starfighter, which is $80-88. That came out for about $60. That's actually
is that like a
that's the Lego number, the number of the set.
Got you.
To most people, you're not going to know what that is, but for the Lego collectors, that's how you identify the set. Yeah, it's code for the cool.
You code wording on me?
Code for the cool. The Starfighter is actually a cool set. I just haven't found one yet. Otherwise, I'd have bought it. And we got the Freako Speeder, which is this. I haven't opened it. It's the Clone Wars set.
I want to see that.
And then another thing I just noticed there's a set 8091 is the Republic Swamp Speeder. I have not found that yet. But you better believe I'm going to buy that too. That should be very similar to the Luke's Landspeeder.
What's this here? Is that the thing with the droids you were talking about?
Yeah, it's
kind of like.
Yeah, I'm sick of those. There's too many of those things and they're dumb. I'd rather get a set that comes with as many of these minifigs as possible. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this release of the Star Wars for January 2010. As they come out, I'll be reviewing more, but this is pretty much what we got for now.
Yay!
Now we're going. Oh, you're welcome. Now we're going to move on to the questions from our fans. Let's see.
Both of them?
We got a couple
Like,
actually.
3 or 4 questions, tough guy.
We're going to start off with Vino Man's question. Let's see.
My guy Vin. One love.
Let's see what we're going to do here. He wants to know if there's any figure that we didn't give a chance to when we saw in the store, but once we saw the TV show, we went back and rebought. Can you think of anything like that?
Yep.
What?
Biker Mice from Mars.
Really?
Yep. I was like, are you serious? That's lame. And then, I don't know, it was on TV, and I was like, I gotta have that. So I went back and bought all 3 of the Biker Mice from Mars guys. I'm almost positive that Pixel Dan has those now. And I bought like 2 or 3 of their bikes. But that was, I think that's about the only thing that I've done.
I kind of got the reverse problem. There was a toy I saw in the store that I liked, and then I went and watched the show, and then I decided I didn't like it anymore. And that was the Crash Test Dummies. They looked awesome in the commercials, and I got them. And then after they made that horrible cartoon.
That cartoon was awesome. It was like, what do you call that? Like computer animated or whatever.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So then I was like, these are stupid. But I did like the fact they were similar to Lego, so you could, smash them and rebuild them. So that was cool.
Alrighty.
Oh, that was dumb. Okay, worst figure you ever... so that just happened. Worst figure you've ever gotten or given as a present.
Wow.
For Christmas, birthday.
I got nothing.
What about Dollar Store MMA guys?
I loved them.
What's the worst thing you ever given, though?
What have I given? I give gold, son.
Okay. And you can't think of the worst thing you've ever
No,
received?
maybe like the only thing I could only be like mad about is maybe if I got like a double or something. I don't.
I think I can't really think of anything. The only thing I could think of that I got that was ridiculous was from Dirt when he got me some knockoff Legos, and I kind of like them in a sense, but then again I'm looking at them, I'm like, you're a douche.
Can we say that?
Oh yeah, it's cleared.
Can we say that?
Oh no,
We got the okay.
It's okay.
No, it's cool.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and Vittleman also wants to know, has anyone ever flipped out on how much you spent on a particular toy or figure?
Yeah, we know. Like a figure, like.
A toy or figure, whatever. Has you ever? No.
Well, well, it's like she forgets, but every single month when I'm like, oh yeah, the Masters of the Universe Classic comes out tomorrow. She's like, how much is it? I'm like, well, $30 for shipping. Oh God. She doesn't like get out of the car and walk or none of that stuff.
See, this question really doesn't affect Duvall or Dirt because they hide the fact that they buy stuff from their
Shush!
Shush! No! Shut up!
Doesn't happen.
Until
I don't know
now.
what you're talking about.
They secretly have the stuff sent to
No.
Okay.
So
Tell me the hiding spot is.
So
quick.
no, they're cool. They only buy what they're approved to buy. For me personally,
You do what you want.
I do what I want.
wipe your
I'm
own
a
butt?
grown man.
Wipe your own butt.
I go pee in the potty.
When
Okay.
the water's too hot when I'm in the shower, I turn my own hot water off. I don't have somebody else do it.
When I'm done
No
taking a
offense,
bath,
Dirt or
when I taking a bath, poop, pop that plug. You know why? 'Cause I'm done.
That's right. Dry yourself off. Grown
All
men.
right.
Welcome to another
And-
episode of Grown Men Toys.
And the last question we got from is from Keldor Lives from our forum boards.
Go Team Skeletor!
Get real.
Everybody knows. Have you ever caught your significant spouse or other playing with the toys when you weren't looking?
No.
I would say not. I never caught them playing with them. I have caught them putting them away or cleaning,
Yeah.
which means they are either getting rid of it or hiding it
In
in a box that is never going to be
I
seen
thought
again.
that was your box. No, it says Avon on it. It's not my box.
I wouldn't have thrown that away. Yeah, you
Now
would.
she's carrying it out to the trash can, like with the lid open.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're saving this one.
So that's pretty much it for the questions. If you would, please visit our forum boards and leave us more questions. We obviously do not get enough, really, to cover too much ground, but
you guys are killing us, dude. We should be like, we just got so many questions to pick from. We're just going to randomly pick this one. You guys are killing us like we ain't got no friends.
I know. It really hurts our feelings. Be sure to check us out on popculturenetwork.com for all the latest reviews and reviews that we have of all the items coming out, the new toys, the podcast, the MMA, the wrestling,
Sports talk.
sports talk. With
Be sure to check out www.killenenterprise.com for a sale this weekend.
Actually, you know what? KillenEnterprises.com is still active and running, but we've integrated it into what is now the Pop Culture Network store. So if you go to popculturenetwork.com and click on the little button that says store or shop right on the main page.
It even says like that, store.
Or shop. You can see all our items. Also on our forum boards, we have now put up a section for if you want us to find something for you, if you want us to carry a specific item, go down to the Pop Culture Network store forum board and leave a post there.
Can I put in old complete He-Man figures for cheap?
You could ask for it, but I doubt you'll get it.
Okay.
Also, if you have any problems with the orders you received, questions about particular items, you can leave a post there and we'll get to you as soon as possible. I doubt you'll have any problems because we're awesome.
Thumbs up.
Also, like I said, we will be attending Toy Fair in mid-February, so keep an eye out for that.
I will be here, holding this stool down, apparently.
And Pixel Dan and our boy Deval over there, and myself and Ito Vendito from Retroware TV will be there doing all the podcast reviews, videos, exclusive content, and we're going to be putting out just a ridiculous amount, so please watch.
I guess I'll be stuck here with Dirt.
And Dirt will be here running the store, so have fun with that if anybody comes by.
What time we could close on Saturday?
All day.
We close all day or we're open all day?
No, yes.
Okay.
So, from us here at the Pop Culture Network,
I'm Pixel Steve.
and I'm Killen.
Bye.
Oh, we're out of here.
Toy Talk!